Hi guys, it's Anna not Anna and welcome to our first spooky sesh. Today I'm going to be telling you spooky stories from my childhood and real things that happened to me. First I'll be talking about when I was about in middle school and me and my family moved into this new house. It was 2 stories, 3 bedrooms on top, like the second floor. There was 3 bedrooms, a bathroom, and a second living room up there. The first floor you walked in, the staircase, and there was 2 bedrooms on the bottom floor, and then the main living room and the kitchen connected. The first thing I'm gonna say is when we first looked at the house, I already had a feeling. You know, I walked into the house and I was like, oh no, like something is in this house. Of course, no one believed me. So the first night came that we were staying in the house, and I was on the second floor with my 2 other sisters. So basically imagine like this is the living room, the second story living room. My room was right here, the bathroom, and then it was like the railing, staircase, and on this side was my other 2 sisters' room, so my room was basically by itself. So the first night, I slept on the floor. Like all I had was a mattress, like we didn't have the beds in yet, like the bed frames, all we had was mattresses. So I was laying on the floor trying to go to bed, and I heard something get thrown across my room, and I was like, what is that? And then I kept hearing things getting kind of tossed around the room, but I just kind of like ignored it and kind of like rolled over and went to sleep. I don't know what was wrong with me, how I could have slept through that, but I just did. I don't know, just living my life. And the next day I woke up and my room was a mess. Like my shoes were across the room, my book bags were across the room, like it was trashed. So I was like, okay, I guess I did hear something. But you know, I kind of brushed it off, just because I was like, it's a new house, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, my sister came in and grabbed something while I was sleeping and made a mess, whatever. So later on, we finally got the bed in. My bed's here and the door's here to get in, and you just kind of like turn around the corner and there's my bed. So I was laying down in bed and my door opened and I saw like this black figure kind of walk in, and at first I thought I was kind of on my phone, so I thought it was my stepsister coming in to like tell me something stupid. You know, it was middle school 2016, like she was probably just coming in to do the whip or something. That's what I thought. And it walked up, was starting to walk up to my bed, and that's when I looked up from my phone and I was like, that is not her. I was like, oh my gosh. There was this like maybe like 5'5", 5'6", like black figure standing, walking up to my bedside, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm like laying down. It comes right next to me. I'm looking up and I'm like, hi. And then it just casually turns around, walks out, door closes. And I was like, what the hell? So I just kind of like lay there processing what happened. And, but it didn't feel like a bad ghost, that's the thing. Cause, later when I found to realize there was a girl and a guy ghost. The guy ghost was good. The girl ghost was not good. I know this sounds very, very, like, fake, but her name, from what I could tell, like, she didn't physically tell me, but it was, like, telepathically. I was getting Maria, and she wore all white, and she had dark, long hair, and I never really, like, saw her face. Anyway, ever since that day when that black figure came in, which I'm thinking is the guy spirit, she never came in my room again. Like, I never had things thrown across my room. All that stopped after that. And then a couple months later, I don't know what happened, but he was obviously not in the house anymore. The guy ghost was gone. And that's whenever I started having issues in my room again. There was one night, me and my friend came home to my house really, really late. I think we were like swimming or something. We came to my house. We had like McDonald's and everything. We were like sitting down on my floor. Door was wide open, eating McDonald's, laughing and everything. And it was about maybe 9:30, 10. Like it was dark. I'm sitting on the floor, facing kind of like where the door is, and their back is towards the door, and we're like sitting down. The door slams shut, like boosh, and I was like, what? And my friend screamed, and I was looking, and I could see the door from my vision because I was across from the door. There was no one there, and whenever that happened, I ran out of my room to see if anyone was there. No one was there. So the next day, I asked my sisters, I was like, did any of y'all like shut the door? Like, were you guys mad? Were we being too loud? And everyone was like, we didn't close your door. And I was like, love that for me. And that, after that kind of happened like 1 or 2 times. It didn't slam shut like it did that night, but it would like, kind of like close. And most stuff happened when that friend was over at my house. And I feel like that ghost just did not like her. Like, Maria did not like her. Little things would happen, like I'd walk into the bathroom upstairs and I would see someone in the mirror. It'd freak me out, and I'd do a double take. No one's in there. No one's in the mirror. I turn on the light, no one's there. Another thing that happened was, it was late at night and I had to go to the bathroom. Like Norm, I pee like every 30 minutes. Like, I have a very, very bad bladder. And what happened was, I was walking out of my room. There's like a little bit of a wall, like turn to go into the bathroom with my room is like you go straight and turn, and there it is. And then there's like the living room, you know, the upstairs living room. I was walking out of my room, and it was late, because back then I stayed up till 2 a.m. because I was crazy. Anyways, I was walking, and we had couches up there, and I looked. Maria was sitting on that couch. She was like curled up in a little ball, like knees up, like this, crying. And I was like, should I turn on the lights? Because the only light I had was from my door opened, because it was pitch black. It was dark outside, you know, it was the middle of the night. The only light I had was from when I opened my door, and I needed to pee so bad, so I was like, I need to turn on this light and pee my pants. Because I was hoping maybe there's like a pillow there, maybe there's some clothes or like a blanket, like someone left. So what I did was, I went to the bathroom, I came back out, I turned on the light, there's nothing there. There's not a pillow, there's not a blanket. I turned off the lights again, and I was like, okay, maybe it's like a shadow or something on the couch. No, it was a crystal clear couch, and I was like done. I was done. So I went to my room and just lived life the best I could. The last biggest thing I can think of while being at that house was, I was a midnight snacker. I would get a snack at like 3 a.m. because I was a snacker. So it was late at night, and I was hungry. So I went down the stairs to go to the kitchen. I went in the pantry. I grabbed all the little goodies. I grabbed, you know, some chips and some cereal, because I like to snack on cereal, okay? I had my hands full. And the way the kitchen's set up is, you go down the stairs, you go to the kitchen, here's the hallway, long hallway. The end of the hallway is the door to the garage, and then there's like the little laundry room, but you have to like walk past that, and there's the pantry door. So I grabbed my stuff from the pantry, and I'm about to pass this long spooky hallway. The trash can slides across the floor in front of me, and I'm like, oh my god. And I turn my head, and I make the biggest mistake ever. I look down that hallway. There's Maria, and she's crawling. She crawled. It was like fast crawling. It was like shh, and I was like, the worst part is I still grabbed my snacks and ran to the stairs. Like, I didn't leave my snacks. Oh no. I grabbed my snacks and ran to the stairs. And I was running to the stairs to go to my room. There was this like mist, fog stuff. I don't know, but it was like a cloud, and it was like kind of like by the stairs. It was like kind of like heading towards the stairs, and then it like dismissed down, like dispersed into the carpet onto the floor and like vanished. And I was just standing there, and I was like, do I let the fog take me, or do I let Maria take me? I chose the fog. I ran all the way up the stairs and into my room, and that was that. we were in that house for that long. We were there for maybe like, we were there for a while actually. Maybe like 2 or 3 years. No one really believed me until the end. Like our last 2 or 3 months in that house, people, like everyone else, like my other sisters would be like, I started seeing her, and like they were like, I'm sorry I didn't believe you, all this other stuff. Like my older sister, she was like, at the time I was probably like 14, 15 maybe, and she was like 19 turning 20. She would not sleep alone. She would have our other sisters sleep with her in her room because she was so terrified of it. And after we moved, I was talking to my dad about it because I told him the whole time we were there, I was like, it's haunted, her name's Maria, blah 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 blah. He was like, no, you're just like superstitious, like you're making this up, blah blah blah. After we moved out of the house, I brought it up again to him, and he was like, yeah, it was haunted. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I just didn't say anything because I didn't want to spook you out. And I was like, well, what happened to you? And he told me in the middle of the night, at night, that the girl Maria, he didn't know the name, he would just say this little girl, would play in their closet. Him and his like girlfriend at the time. She would play in his closet, and they'd always have to close the door because she would be in there playing. And I was like, love that. But at the same time, it didn't make sense because this house was like a new house and everything. And I was friends with the neighbor, and I talked to her a little bit. I don't know if this was true, but apparently there was a little girl. There's like, we lived in like a little cul-de-sac. And then there's like the kind of like main road. Apparently there was a little girl that got hit by a car on the street, the main street. Don't know if that's true. I tried looking it up. I never saw anything, but it would explain some stuff. I don't know. Anyways, that was my spook sesh with you guys. Maybe later I can tell you some more stories from my childhood, but this was all from that one house. I can't really think of anything. I know a lot of stuff happened in that house, but like those were like the main kind of like spooky things. Anyways, if you guys have any requests, just leave them down in the comments. I'm excited to tell you guys, I will be doing a kind of like spooky video when I'm like at the location, because I'm going, I guess I'll tell you guys, I'm going to Ocean City, New Jersey with my boyfriend, and the boardwalk over there, there's a street called Asbury, and from 9th to 10th Street, apparently it's like super haunted, and they have ghost tours and stuff like that. And I'll be going, and I'll be filming it and kind of telling you guys all the history about it. I'm super excited. Just leave a like, leave a comment, tell me about other spooky things you want to hear. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you guys next time.